how are you ever going to fight up against those Byzantine fast fires? Super powerful, right?
Yeah, I can't imagine a good way to do so, especially when you've lost your castles that are on the shoreline, right? That would be maybe the positioning that you're trying to bait your opponent in, use that castle to your advantage. We've got a bit of a fight on the shorelines here, and the Dromans.
They want the
Dromans. They want the highlight
play.
They
want the Dromans.
They want the replay. Let's
Yo's
go.
on the run.
Will he find it? No.
Nope.
Ah!
Oh, those fires are doing those fires are doing good work.
Man, we totally just baited everybody. That could have been so epic.
Play Vietnamese, you have a few more options in feudal.
Yeah, it definitely seems like avoiding archers is the pro approach right now at all costs,
NAC?
right? Like,
Yeah.
unless you need to in order to either force a tech switch out of your opponents or just respond to what you're seeing in that moment, almost always favoring mobility and cavalry units in the end.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of that is there's still some regrouping issues with the archers. I know Tristan is not happy about that when he's watching games, but a lot of it is also these guys have gotten so good over the past couple of years.
When Yo's finally trying to get himself back onto gold in the center of the map here, Trebuchets for Tato, the most important resource in terms of taking out these keep positions.
Back and forth for that wood line in the center, as Yo can now afford another bombard cannon, and I bet you that will go right towards that Treb. He now sells a ton. He sells a ton of wood so he can buy some stone and maybe get a tower up in the center, which he's going for right now.
He does have 155 two-handed swordsmen in the queue.
Yes, he does. Are they effective?
Not so much.
Not so much, especially once Yo takes this hill. Yo might actually opt to buy stone and go for more towers here because you cannot lose this game. It looks like
no more in the queue. There's no more in the queue for
nothing.
Tato.
There's
it's
only
all
villagers.
or nothing. He's targeting each of the towers one by one. One goes down on the front. There's two more towers to target, but the Hussars arrive back just in time.
And
there's Arbalest in defense. I think Yo's got enough. The siege tower is trying to make its way in, but Yo with 78 military to 69 may have done enough to finally hold on. The tower is under attack. You can see Capture Age freaking out.
It's losing its mind. But I think he really, really wants to prevent Yo from controlling the game.
Another great cleanup here for Tato. I mean, this is a big military advantage. 13-5 now in total numbers and more powerful units on the field at that. These berries, I think Yo's going to lose access to them once again. Himself a victory in this game. You give Yo too much room to breathe, like we saw in the last game, he will fight his way back into it.
Yeah, and suddenly there's a corridor of castles in between your town centers over there on the right. After you lost the position on the left, like
check him PC.
Check him PC. As the camels come in at the backside here, Mr. Yo continues to be at 186 population. Tato is at 193. He can't get in. There's no room. The flaming camels are here. And you can see how well they do against the camels. He's running, but there's nowhere to run.
The camels don't even need. They just,
let me out!
They're just cornering him in there to let the halberdiers.
So patient with these Keshiks, hasn't he?
It's very
like
impressive.
So patient. He's not throwing them in, taking bad fights. He's trying to bait Tato into patrolling into these Keshiks, and then maybe he can get a good hit with the Flaming Camels. However, the Flaming Camels have been found.
Keshiks pulled back. Halberdiers come forward to be the front line. The Flaming Camels didn't find too much.
And the Camels can't do anything. How can Camels not do anything against Tatars?
Very unhappy to have lost the previous two games, but not so shaken that he's still willing to go.
He might be
for
stirred,
a gutsy
though.
play like that.
I don't know if he's shaken, but he might be stirred. This guy.
Sir, that's actually pretty brutal.
That is brutal. What is going on there?
When you only have 18 villagers and efficiency on one of them down to essentially 0.
My dude.
Hasn't realized yet
Get
either.
it together. That is not what your overlord needs right now.
Still. I guess, sorry, y'all. This is what we're going to focus on because it matters.
I don't think I've ever seen that on Hunt before.
Oh.
There we go. She moves, and he finally gets it together.
But that
so
tells you how long it was. She hit 35 food.
35 food, so that's minus 35 food for Tato. That's brutal.
That's
absolutely brutal. I haven't seen that on Hunt before. Not like that in open field. Nice little snipe there from Mr. Yo on the scout. The opening, maybe not what Tato wanted.
In the bank for him, while he does have less villagers overall working on food.
Nice villager snipe there from Tato. He finds one on the gold, but the scouts trying to weasel their way in there. The Spearman says not today. And the villagers are really, really struggling to take out these Spearmen. Tato manages to take out a spear from Mr. Yo.
That's fantastic to see. Again, trying to put the stranglehold onto his opponent. He's wrestled about 20% more of the map away. So in solid.
I think Viper could do pretty well as well. And we're going to see lots of units die here. The priority for Hera is to kill those Spearmen. Honestly,
to Stone, try to get the cast up, tries to go for Gebetto. Maybe that is step number 1 for Hera to protect the gold later on. Might have been a big mistake. Those knights must run away. Bit of a late reaction, but now after the last patch...
what? I mean, that is extremely unlucky there for the Viper. I know Devotion is in our game now, so you can resist conversion a bit more. But Viper reacted almost immediately to run back, and Hera got those 2 conversions. Wow.
They're just... no, honestly, I think Armenians are really good on a wide variety of maps. They're amazing in UCIV. Guys, buy the DLC. Shout out Microsoft. Amazing UCIV. I think they're well balanced, not too strong, not too weak, and I really like playing them. They're very
ad.
fun. Hashtag ad. I mean, guys, ride the Surfshock and go buy the DLC. That covers everything.
Oh, man. Just the teleport DLC, right?
Oh, for sure. Very nice.
Well...